everybody, it's Linda Faulkner. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and today I want to show you a little mini album that I used as Father's Day cards for my son and my husband. But you could use them for anything. It comes from one 12 by 12 sheet of paper. This is straight from May with May Made It. She has a YouTube channel and does all kinds of crafty things, so be sure and check her out. Thank you, May. I just adapted exactly what you showed us how to do. So I wanted to show you a Stampin' Up! Version of the mini album using one sheet of 12 by 12 designer paper. Here's our project. It's made from a 12 by 12 sheet of designer series paper. I am using a particular paper pack for the one you're going to see here. It's called Pick a Pattern, and it's got camping, dinosaurs, lots of different fun patterns. This is a Stampin' Up! Designer series paper. So with that 12 by 12 paper, I was able to make this card, mini album, whatever you want to call it, but my husband just loved it. I made one for my son also. So it features, of course, the grandchildren, and he goes by Pop Pop. So I just used the cutout letters, P-O-P for Pop, and added some of the little animals hiding behind it that I cut out from the actual paper. So let me show you what happens. This opens up. This is actually my son when he was little, and then him and his dad here. You can continue to open it up, and don't get real hung up on which one opens first and all that. Just kind of play with it and then put your pictures the way that you want to open it up. I'm not sure that I have the correct answer, if there is one, but it works for me. Here's another view of the inside. Now this is an add-on. I've had a couple pictures that I wanted to add to it beyond the 12 by 12. So all I did was I took some Scotch tape and taped a 4 by 6 piece of coordinating paper to it, and then I had a place for two more pictures, one on each side, that just pops out. Okay, so let's see if I can figure out how to fold it back up again. I kind of like just doing this. Do you see that? So I can open it up this way, and then let's see, if I go this way, I can do this side. And here's the back. That's one of my favorites. And I used the little fox with some trees just to stamp and punch out to highlight that. So you kind of get the idea. There's really no right or wrong to it. When you're finished, you've got a place, if you don't do any add-ons. See, there's mine, and I've got a place for 6 pictures on each side. Or you can use one for a heading, or a title page, however you want to do it. Okay, so let me show you. It's really simple to do, so let me show you how to do it. Again, shout out to May, M-A-Y. Be sure and check her channel because she is the one that I got it from. So I'm just going to take a piece of 12 by 12 double-sided designer paper. I'm making this one for my grandson. The first thing you do is you're going to score it at 6 inches right down the middle when it's facing the way you want it. So here's the top. Pull it down so you can see the top of it. Here's the top, and I'm going to score it because I have a scoring blade on my cutter. Don't cut it. Score it at 6 inches all the way down. And then you're going to turn it a quarter of a turn, and I'm going to score it. I want 3 sections, so if it's 12 inches, each section is going to be 4. So I'm going to score it at 4 inches. And I'm going to score it at 8 inches. Better grab my arm. Excuse me. Okay, and now here comes the hard part. And here comes the hard part. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sections, and I don't know if you'll be able to see. Let me fold those lines, and that might make it a little easier for you to see. I would fold those. I'd probably use the bone folder and give them a real good tight fold. Okay. That will help you see them a little bit better. Okay. So I'm going to cut up 2 sections in the middle. So cut on the middle one, and you're going to go up 2 sections. You can use your trimmer or just use scissors and cut on the line. That's what I'm doing. Okay, and that's it. And as Mamie said, it looks like a pair of pants now. I don't know if you can see it. I'm not quite far enough out. There you go. So now I have my sections, and then you can decorate it however you want. Let me show you just a couple of quick ideas. You're going to have 2 sides. I like to fold it kind of this direction. So I folded it up, and then under, and then close it. The main thing you want is you want to make sure you have that opening here in the center, because it makes it close a little better. You can use either side. It works both ways. And then to decorate it, you can use, let's see, you can use some cardstock, solid cardstock, or pattern paper. Let me show you some choices. So I could put a pattern on top of a pattern like that, and then add some lettering or a cover die cut. I can just put a picture on it, and here I could just use a picture. Remember, each section is going to be 4 by 6, so I cut a 1/2 inch off of each side of my 4 by 6 picture to add it there with no backing behind it. Or you can layer it. I could add some, I think I took a good 1/2 inch off to get my black for the backing, and then another maybe 1/4 inch off for the picture. So I just use tape runner, put that down, and then you could decorate it. This paper has one sheet that has cameras all over it, vintage cameras. So I just cut out a camera. It just takes a second. And I'm going to pop dot an extra flash on top. And keep in mind, nothing is glued down right here. So I can just pop dot that. That's really cute. It's that same paper has these little film strips on it. So I think I'm just gonna put a row of those along the bottom, all the way across. Just a little tape runner to decorate it with. Okay, very simple. I love this picture. James is my grandson, and he always has a hole in the knees of his britches. He's always playing on the ground, and that's just kind of his trademark. So this is a favorite picture. I really like it. So that's all there is to it. So you've got 12 sections that you can either just put pictures on straight from the developer, or you can fix it up however you want. But that is my 12-inch mini album. Makes a great gift. One other little trick I wanted to show you. You can put a pocket anywhere that you want, even under a picture. So let's say for this picture, I wanted to add a pocket. You just simply, when you tape it down or with your tape runner, you just use 3 sides, and that gives you a little pocket. You can either make a tag. The kids each wrote drew a picture or wrote a little note. So I tucked that in underneath one of the pictures in one of the pockets. So just a real simple idea, but loved it. My husband loved it. My son loved it. Something I think they'll cherish for many, many years. and it was just so easy to make. It just took, I would say, less than an hour once I got the pictures located. That's always the hardest part. So have fun with it, and if you want to check out my blog, I'll have measurements and pictures so you can see a little bit more of what we did on my blog at www.crafterinspired.com. Thanks again.